Hello, my name is Donnie.
And I'm Melly,
You're listening to
your typical podcast.
Yay! Big Brother 25 finale.
Woot woot.
So excited.
Ooh, he's an actor, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Uh um but how do we left off with Sari going home. We're super excited because this is our final Big Brother 25 review. Before we
Did
go
we
into
leave
the
off with that?
we left off with Sari going home. That was the last thing that happened, yeah.
It wasn't. Oh, okay, okay.
Um, but before we go into detail, if you had to give one word to describe this season in its entirety, what would you say?
Underwhelming.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I would say fast burning.
Okay.
It's kind of two words, but it burned really, 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 really fast at first, and then it fizzled out.
Mm-hmm. I
So
agree.
yes. Um,
Um.
but we can talk about the nitty gritty real quick, just so we can all get aligned. So
mhm,
Sari went home last week when we did our episode. So she got fifth place. Then right after that, we had an HOH.
mhm,
Bowie Jane won the HOH, and she nominated Matt and Felicia. Jag won
mhm,
the veto and cast his sole vote to evict Felicia from the house. So then
mhm.
there was only three. Then what
Yeah.
happened next?
Um. Oh, and then it was another head of household. So I guess it's the finale then, right? Where they
Yeah,
do
the
the
three
three head of
part.
households. So the first one, Matt won, and they had to like hang on a rope for
Yeah, it's like endurance. They
yeah,
lasted like 2.5 hours, 3 hours, something like that.
yeah. And then they did rock paper scissors at the end.
Hmm.
And I'm glad Matt won. I mean, now watching the end, I feel like Jag never probably thought of taking Matt, or sending Matt home, but I thought he was, honestly. So I was very surprised. But anyway, Matt won. So he immediately goes to the third HOH. And then the second HOH, I'm drawing a blank. Which was it? Oh, they had to figure out like the order and which
Hmm.
um like verse or whatever the challenge came from. And honestly, I wouldn't remember shit like
Hmm.
at all.
Especially after 100 days, you're like,
Yeah, like
what?
what? I was surprised that he remembered like what order they did the challenges. Like
Yeah, so
most of
they
the
had to
challenges
remember
he
the
was
order and also um the what universe they came from,
yeah,
which
which is
sounds
insane.
hard. Hmm.
Yeah. Just in order sounds hard. Trying to figure out which verse they came from sounds like even harder.
Yeah, if I was
So
them, I would have probably associated it with people. So like I'm like, okay, so we went home on the bowling pin challenge. Okay, that
I also
was
would probably think of the the things they had to do around the house, like if they had to wear a chicken costume or something, maybe it was Humiliverse. But then that's like,
yeah,
oh, I don't know. It's so hard to remember.
yeah, and they can't write anything down in the house either.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's not
really?
like they could
Oh,
no. So yeah, so basically they did that in Jag one over Bowie Jane, which took
yeah.
them a long time. Like when I saw the final times, it was like Jag it took him an hour and like 4 minutes, and Bowie Jane took her an hour and 30 minutes. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's long.
Yeah.
Um, so then the final HOH was just Matt and Jag, and they had to answer questions about this season.
Mhm.
Um, and they actually both did really well. Like both of them got literally everyone correct, but the last question. So then they
Yeah.
went into the tiebreaker, and yeah, and Jag put out another win
Yep.
um in the season. So Jag got to pick who he wanted to sit next to in the final two. I'm gonna be honest. I thought he might pick Bowie,
Yeah.
but only because I feel like he definitely would have won against Bowie, and I wasn't sure if he would win against Matt.
Right. But now we know either
We're
way.
jumping ahead. Jumping ahead.
Oh, okay.
So Bowie went home by Jag's hands. And yeah, so the jury of 7, Cameron, Corey, Blue, America, Sri, Felicia, and Bowie Jane got to decide who was the winner of Big Brother. Going into the finale, Matt against Jag, I'm assuming you thought Matt will win.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. That's what I thought. But long story short, Matt did not win. And I can say so Jag won 5-2. So everyone voted for Jag but Felicia and Sari, which is kind of interesting. But I don't really think Jag. So I don't think Jag's speech warranted him winning. I think Matt's speech warranted to him to lose.
Yeah. And his questions, sorry, I'm yawning, but and his questions, like, are his answers to their questions, like, he was
Let's
like,
role
yeah.
play. Let's role play. You give me a question, I'll answer it like Matt answer it.
Okay. Matt, name a move that you did on your own that wasn't associated with Jag, or Jag didn't lead the move.
Name a move what I did on my own that Jag didn't lead the move. We did everything together. Everything was together. Every single move that we made, I saved him, and we did it together because we were bros and we stuck together the entire time. And when it came to me being on the block, we played rock, paper, scissors. And I was happy to be on the block because I didn't have to win because we were playing together in loyalty and trust. And I trust this guy, and we played together. Everything was together. There was no leader, there was no follower, nothing.
Okay, now I'm gonna be Jag, and you ask me a question.
Okay. Jag, so everyone thinks that you led you and Matt
I did lead, actually. I was the fucking leader, and Matt was my bitch, okay? You all are sitting there because I sent you home, okay? So you need to put my name down so I can win.
And if you don't, I'll beat your ass. Right. Which
he does not fucking care. He was like, there was a clear leader, and it was me. I was like, oh my God. And Matt then, just didn't do shit.
When Matt was like, I went on the block because we played rock, paper, scissors, I'm like, okay, baby, just
yeah, like you're not helping.
You're literally missing every single question. Like, I don't think he answered any question, and literally he could have just spun any question to the way that he wanted. Where he could have literally been like, say you asked me the same question, like, what moves I made aside from Jag? And I was like, well, from day one, I made an alliance with Jag. That was my decision, not our decision. Right. I saved Jag from being evicted. That was my decision. And then from there on, we worked as a duo. But let's not forget that I've made individual relationships with every single one of you guys outside of Jag. I knew that Jag was getting blood on his hands, and I didn't have to. I was safe this entire season, and I'm sitting here in the final two without your blood on my hands, without signing your eviction notices, and that's why I should win this competition. This guy, liar, manipulator, seek. No, I'm joking. Whoa. Just kidding.
And then they have a whole like, well, you're deaf. But yeah.
So
honestly, he could have turned it like yeah, that was a really good, like that would have made me vote for Matt. Like honestly, he should have just practiced more. I feel like he had no idea what they were gonna ask, which I feel like you should know. I mean, granted, you don't know what they're gonna ask, but you should have some kind of idea. You were in the house with them. You know how they're feeling. You know what they're gonna ask.
You knew at the very least that Jag had won a lot more competitions than you. Therefore, he had the power to make a lot more decisions outwardly than you did, and you
Uh-huh.
should have had a defense to that. And Sari told him as she was leaving, she said, Jag is the only thing standing in your way, and you have to get him out of here. And truthfully, if Matt would have actually got Jag out, I think
Instead
that
of
would have been like, okay, look at Matt playing the game. But even if he wasn't going to do that, if loyalty was his game, he should have talked about being loyal, but
yeah,
also being loyal to everyone else. Because again, like Matt had over Jag that people actually liked him in the
yeah,
jury. They did not like Jack up until the last minute. I guarantee you that they didn't want to vote for him, but I think what
it's like, what are you?
happened was they didn't want to vote for Matt because he literally fumbled the finale.
Yeah, like if he would have just did better with his speech, he could have fucking won. It just
Yeah.
like he literally shot himself in the foot.
Yeah, he literally honestly he threw it away.
Yeah,
And it made me so upset to see someone sitting in a chair and just throw it away. Like it should have been like you if you're gonna fight to get here, if you're gonna send Felicia home and Sari home, and Bowie Jane would have probably put up a bigger fucking fight next to Jack.
right.
So it was interesting. Um, honestly, I'm happy it's over. I was actually kind of sick of it. I would say after Corey went home, the season just kind of went downhill, which makes me think that Jack should have went home instead of Corey.
Yeah,
Because at least America was a little feisty and spicy and would have made moves that didn't. I honestly could see America sending Corey home if she had to.
right.
So that was the interesting thing, and I just yeah, like I know you were saying that I made you watch the season. Truthfully, the season started off really good. We got a
It did.
Heisem Blindside week 2. We got
Yeah,
Sari in the house. We didn't even know. We literally watched, and she was in the house with her fucking son. And then we got the
we
Izzy
got
versus
Felicia.
Felicia. Felicia was such great TV in the first
Yeah,
3 weeks. Honestly, I really, really, really like Felicia. I still do like her. She did some things that rubbed me the wrong way, but yeah. Before we move on to bigger and better things, we should talk about every house guest and just give 1 or 2 or 5 words to you know.
sure. Yeah,
Um so the first house guest got eliminated was Kristen. Um you're a little
freak out.
silent.
No, I'm kidding.
I would say forgettable. I honestly forgot she was there.
Yeah. I thought the first person who went home was the nigga guy.
Nope. He was the
Oh,
second.
okay. Um.
Honestly, he might even been the third. Wow.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah, Kirsten. Um. Pretty, but yeah, unfortunately, you're the first one home, so it's like,
Forget it. We literally forgot she was there. Second was Riley
oh,
Colt.
yeah. If honestly, if she would have stayed, she would have had so many people around her fucking finger.
Yeah, like
AKA
Matt was
guys.
still around her finger and he met her for a week.
Yeah.
So
Like,
that was weird, but whatever. Um, Luke, the nigga guy, as he liked to say.
yeah.
I will say I saw a video of him today saying that he got kicked out of the house because Corey went to go tell him to HR like a little bitch.
Oh,
In my head
well,
as I was watching, I was like, well, honestly, I would have lived for this little Corey Luke rivalry. But also, we did actually see you on the live feeds say nigga.
oh,
So it was actually documented.
yeah,
So unfortunately you couldn't really get around that.
yeah,
Um so yeah. Luke, dust. I pay you in dust.
yeah. Disgust for me.
Next, Heisem, I believe.
Oh, amazing, iconic. He.
Um Fag.
Oh, his
um
laugh is so funny too.
I like Heisem. I think he should have stuck around for a little longer, but
Yeah.
I think it made sense for them to get him out. I just wish they kept that same energy with Jag.
For
and
real.
Matt. Like they should have kept that same energy. The season would have been better if they kept that same energy.
Yeah.
Um, next we had Red. I'm only going by memory, so
Are you really? I thought you had like a list or something up.
no. Red was next. Country bumfuck.
Um, Red was okay. He was funny. I liked his little sayings that he did, like, "Oh, it's hotter than a blah blah blah," just random shit he would say. And be like, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm. Next after Red, we had Izzy.
Was it?
Actually, I think yeah, it was Izzy. Izzy.
Oh wow. I had a love hate relationship with Izzy.
Izzy talked too damn much, but I did enjoy Izzy fully,
Yeah,
and I think I can also say if Izzy stayed, it would have been a better season
yeah,
if she stayed around.
I agree.
Um, After Izzy, we had Jared.
Um,
That's my man, and I'm a stick beside him. That's all I gotta say.
I mean, I guess I have a love hate relationship with him too. He honestly, no, my word for him is annoying
He
because
did
yeah,
kind of ruin Cerie's game a little bit.
yeah,
Um, but I'm glad that they all finally got context to why Cerie would not turn on Jared and why Jared wouldn't turn on Cerie.
yeah,
Because Felicia would not under. She's like, no wonder I couldn't break that up. And I'm like, yeah, now you know. Now you shut your
right.
fucking mouth. Always talking. Be quiet.
Mhm.
After Jared, who went home? Nicole.
Oh, um,
Mm,
I wish she would have
Beautiful
played the
gowns.
beautiful gal. Yeah,
I do
beautiful.
wish she would have played like when she got out of the house, she had so much to say, and I was like, where was Mama? Where were you in the season? We
Hmm.
were missing that. So I wish she just showed up in that way because I would have I think she
Can
had
we
a
talk
lot to
about
give.
how Nicole said that Cameron was the hero of the season?
I think I will say to the audience, I think that's what she is speaking to. I feel like to the
Oh,
audience, they really did not like Matt and Jag. They
yeah,
really did not like Matt and Jag. Like
yeah,
honestly, looking on Twitter, no one is excited that Jag won. No one.
yeah.
And he's gonna be in a rude awakening when he start reading those comments and see
Mm,
that he just really didn't like. Honestly, I think she said that because I think on paper they're like, oh, maybe Jag Matt is a hero of the season, but I really probably think a lot of people think Jag was the villain of the season. To be quite
yeah.
honest, because not only, and I think this is where Big Brother gets tricky, and this is why what I like the live feeds play. It's like a extra member in the house where people are judging you from what you say, what you do, and even the fact like him, Jag, Bowie, they were talking about people who weren't in the house anymore very
Mm,
negatively about them too. It wasn't about their gameplay or anything. It was literally about them as people. I feel
yeah.
like just not cause for. Like there was something he said, Matt and Jack they were discussing about keeping Serena and Felicia around because they cook for them and blah blah blah. And I'm
Oh,
like, you do not realize how that sounds.
yeah.
That oh, you keep the two black women around to be the help for you.
Right.
And you do realize you're being filmed
Hmm.
100% of the time. So I think that's what she meant because I will say Cameron was a little creepy, but I do think people enjoy Cameron, and I think Cameron got to show a bit of his heart, especially like when his daughter showed up on the screen at the jury house. We just got to see a different side of him, and he was always playing for his daughter. And I think
Yeah.
that's what people saw first, even though I
Yeah.
do think he was still a little slimy, and I think people are forgetting some facts. But
Hmm.
all right, who got eliminated after? Who do we just say? We
Nicole.
said Nicole. So Cameron next.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about him. I would
Okay.
say grew on me. I did not like him at first, but by the time he was going home, I wish he was staying.
No, yeah, same. I didn't think much of him. I didn't think he was gonna like stay long. I didn't think he was gonna be forgettable. I mean, I didn't think he was gonna be memorable. So yeah, I did kind of end up really liking Cameron. So I guess I understand
Mhm.
Nicole's statement
Yeah, and
because
I
yeah,
think that's probably what she meant. Like, you think you wouldn't like him, but actually, like, he's actually cool.
yeah.
And you that was evident when we get to the end and we find out who America voted their favorite player. So next after Cameron, we
Oh,
had
I didn't.
Corey.
Oh yeah, Corey went home after.
Um, I really didn't like Corey. I'm gonna be honest. Could have did
No.
without him. He's still rocking that ugly ass mustache. I think
Oh
he tried to. You ever see a white boy try to have swag but they have none?
yeah.
That's Corey.
Oh,
That's So that's all I got to say about him.
and that's that on that. Okay.
Next after Corey was Blue. No, yeah, Blue. Um, I'm gonna say
Was it or was it
I
another?
it was Blue.
Oh
I
wow.
really enjoyed Blue this season. At first, she was rubbing me the wrong way. Her black scent could go, but I think you could see that she had a lot of morals and a lot of respect for other people in the house. And I even think her voting for Jag is one of those, like, because she respected the game that he played, even though she didn't like him. Or truthfully, her saying Suri and Jared's secret would have probably saved her. And she didn't use that against the game because she knew that that wasn't part of the game. Will her and Jared end up together? I don't know. I heard on Twitter that Jared might have a girlfriend already or situationship outside the house, but
Yeah.
I can fuck with Blue.
Yeah. She's fine. Um,
Next America.
I don't really care. I mean, she was part of my list at first because I thought she was gonna be like, you know, the one in the background who makes it through. But she
Mhm.
kind of annoyed me. Her and Corey annoyed me. They didn't do shit. And when like something did happen, the way she acted, she was like, ugh, bye.
I feel about America how I feel about America.
Right.
But honestly, yeah, evident of people who talk like they the shit, but you haven't proved that you're the shit. Like you
Yeah.
haven't done anything. After America is Suri,
Oh, iconic. She is the
National
most.
Treasure.
Yes.
I really
No,
do enjoy Suri. I think she's great. I think she played a great game. I truly think if she could have won some competitions, she would have been a strong contender to win. Again, this is what I was saying about what I do like about Big Brother versus Survivor, that Suri could have made it to, and she has made it to the end of Survivor without winning anything. But Big Brother, that's kind of like out of the question. If you can't win to back up your game, like if you're an actual target, you're gonna need to win towards the end to at least save yourself.
yeah.
So, and I think Sari, if she could have won a comp or two, at least she could have leveraged herself to get to the end of the game. And I do think she would have won if she got to the end. Um,
Yeah. She was close with the where they had to knock over like skee ball where
yeah,
they had to.
but it was like 2 against 1. Like she was close
Yeah.
a lot. Um, and I will say, Matt, on paper, it would have looked better for you to team up with Sari, but
Yeah.
truthfully, would it have, because Sari would have definitely beat you. So
Oh yeah.
she might have been smart not keeping her. I don't know.
But who
Felicia.
knows? He would have had a better speech then because probably would have been winning competition more for her or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Um, Felicia.
Uh, lovely woman.
Yeah, I found out that her brother died the night that she was on the block with me calling. She stayed in the house and she didn't tell
Really?
anyone. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's so sad. And I'm so sad that she didn't tell anyone, because I feel like
Oh my
her
gosh.
behavior might have been more explained better. Um, but I did enjoy Felicia. I wish if she would have rode with Suri, I think they would have made it further. But her telling Jag that Matt and Suri wanted to get him out the house kind of ruined both of their games, which is what I
Yeah.
was saying. Like, you're not being smart, because
Yeah.
at least teaming up with this four, all four of you will make to the final four. But by what Felicia did, they chose Bowie instead, which is kind of why Bowie made it to them with them and not one of them. So bad on her part. She needs to learn to shut her mouth a little more. And I
Mhm.
hope she feels a lot more peace knowing that Serena and Jared teamed up with Izzy because Izzy knew their secret and she shouldn't be mad at them because that's the game they're playing. And at the end of the day, if they didn't have to choose between you and Izzy, they wouldn't have. But since they had to, they were gonna go for Izzy.
Yeah.
So get over yourself.
Right.
Bowie Jane. All right, Matt. I have
He
nothing to say about Bowie Jane.
yeah, let's move on. We're on Matt. There's nothing. Matt, he's a great guy. He's attractive.
But when Sari said airhead,
Huh?
all was when Sari called him an airhead, all was proved last night.
No, seriously.
That guy needs to get his GED or something. I don't know. But like, yeah. Stay in the water. Stay swimming because this on land shit ain't for you.
No. Oh, like, baby, have you never wrote like a thesis, an essay, or anything? Like, just
Yeah,
act
or
like you. Yeah,
at
come
least
on.
say a speech. You could
Yeah.
have just made it about you Olympian and you deaf.
Right.
Something. Something. Give us something. And then last but not, well, last but least, Jag. Um,
He was also on my list of winning.
congrats to Jag for winning. I do
Yeah.
think he deserved to win based on who was next to him, which again means that he played a good game.
Uh-huh.
But I don't
However,
really see him being successful on any other season based on
yeah,
his kind of messy gameplay. Like again, like you don't have to lie to people. If they're leaving, just tell them they're leaving. You need to be
yeah,
managing the jury. That is literally half of the game. Half of the game is like Survivor. Half of Survivor is not only playing the game in the jungle, but also playing the game out of the jungle. Like
mm,
you have to be managing people you're sending home. You can't just treat people fucking shitty because you might
right,
not get as lucky next time. Because I know for a fact that America and Corey and Blue do not like you.
yeah.
I'm
And you're
surprised they
lucky.
voted for you. You're
I
lucky.
honestly think that he is lucky that Matt didn't know what to say. If
Exactly.
Matt knew what to say, like Jag would be gone. He would just
I
have the
also
same
think
title.
one thing I was saying, I hope that Matt's hearing didn't play a part in him not being able to answer the questions correctly. Because like I don't know. He kept messing with his ears, so I was just wondering. Like, I hope he can hear.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I don't know. Um, that's Big Brother 25. Thank you all for listening every week. That was like 14 weeks in a row. Whew.
Lord.
Um, but we're gonna transition to Survivor because that's where we will live from now on.
Yes.
I don't really have much to say about Survivor this week, which is kind of why I figured we could just wrap this up in the last like 10 minutes. So the tribes got split into two again, and one group wasn't gonna make it to jury, but it was a double elimination or double tribal.
Yeah. It was a double limit.
Um, double elimination. Long story short, I feel like again, I don't really think there's much to talk about because I think this you could have played this episode right after the last episode and it would
Mhm.
have made sense.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was they got split into two.
Mhm.
There were two immunity necklaces available. Kelly won one, but she couldn't hang on longer than D. So Kelly's group had to go to tribal council first, and the person who got eliminated would not make the jury. I know it was Kelly, Sifu.
Um, Emily, Bruce,
Yeah, so it's Kelly, Sifu, Emily, Bruce,
Kendra,
Kendra. I feel like one more person. Let's see if I know.
Drew.
No, Drew was on the other tribe. Here, let me write down the second tribe too. So it was D. No, it was Drew. You're right. You're right.
Okay.
Drew. So the first tribe was Kelly, Seafool, Emily, Bruce, Drew, and Kendra.
Mhm.
Um, Kendra was thinking about getting out Bruce. all of them were kind of thinking about getting out Bruce, but they knew he had an immunity idol. Drew
Yeah.
was okay with getting out Sifu, and that's exactly what they did. They voted out Sifu.
Yeah.
And
I
Sifu
wasn't.
didn't make the jury.
They were like trying to get out Bruce. I didn't think they were going to get out Bruce. Like, he has an idol. If he feels any type of way, he's going to play it. So, just get out the next person.
Yeah,
Which,
and Bruce is lucky that he had Emily next to him because I do think I'm not Emily, Kelly next to him
mhm,
because I do think she would have told him if he was going home so he could play his idol.
yeah. Um, yeah. So not much of a surprise there. Sifu went home.
I felt sad because he really wanted to make the jury, and I'm like, sorry,
Yeah.
I guess that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, moving on. So then we had D, Austin, Julie, Couture, Kaleb, and Jake, and the second tribal council. By the way, D's lucky toe came in handy.
For real.
She was able to hang on longer than everyone else because her toe was bigger and she had a little more meat to hang on.
Mhm.
But long story short, they were thinking about getting out. Well, no, this is the weird thing. So Austin, D, and Julie wanted to get out Kaleb. I think it's obvious to get out Kaleb. Kaleb is a big threat. They know that. Him
Yeah.
avoiding all those votes is just a little shiny medal on his record of why he should win. And I think that's obvious. And they're like, no, you gotta go. You're gonna go last week. We already voted you. You already don't like us because we voted you. Let me give you another vote. Thanks. So D, Austin, and Julie are gonna vote for Kaleb. And then Couture, Kaleb, and Jake were gonna vote for Julie, which would have made it an equal vote. And Jake was hoping that Austin would have changed his vote, or less Austin, Julie. No, Julie would have been safe, unless Austin, Couture, and Jake would have went to Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Dumb decision.
Yeah.
I personally don't. I wouldn't ever, if I was on Survivor, I wouldn't go to Rocks unless I was gonna go home anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's the only how I would go to Rocks. So I wouldn't go to Rocks if I was safe. My name wasn't even on the chopping block. Dumb move by Jake. And also you're leaning on another person on the other side changing their vote for you.
Yeah.
Austin is well insulated in this game, baby. He don't need to go on your side.
Right.
So I thought that was weird. But the one thing I was gonna say is that not only I think Jake and Kaleb fucked up because Kaleb was like, Bruce has the idol. Couture was like, oh, you guys didn't tell me? And then
Right.
Jake's like, no, we tricked you. I was looking for my ring, but we're actually looking for an idol. I'm like, so you're telling her that you left her out
Mm-hmm.
of Bruce finding an idol and her name was in Bruce's mouth and you want her to vote with you?
I don't think so.
Couture knew that she couldn't, because if she would have voted with them, she was only going to play a short-term game. She
Yeah.
would have went back on the island. Bruce would have still been going after her. She's still
Mm-hmm.
on the bottom of the Bello tribe. No, hell
Yeah.
no. She's like,
Now
fuck you, Kaleb, fuck you, Jake. Now, Kaleb, you're going home. You're going to the house.
she basically said fuck Bello, because I'm hoping that now she kind of like will work with the other group. At first I was really mad at Katora because I'm like, damn bitch, like you just ruined my top three. But also
Because
that's her.
you're a fake alliance.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, my alliance is one step closer into becoming a thing, because I could tell Kelly is annoyed with Bruce. I don't think
Yeah.
that's gonna last. I just think she has him
Well,
there
I
because
think what I saw in the preview, I think they're gonna have an all women's alliance. I've been waiting for all women's alliance on Survivor for fucking since poverty.
yeah.
So I'm excited for that. I really hope that works. And yes, mama, get these men out of here.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah.
They have the majority. I do love my baby Austin, but honestly, if you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
So the top 10 are Kelly, Emily, Bruce, Kendra, Drew, D, Austin, Julie, Couture, and Jake. I will say this core four of Drew, D, Austin, and Julie, and Emily. I will add Emily in here. It's pretty strong.
Yeah.
I think just alone, if they just stayed together, there's cracks already in the Bello side. They want to get out Bruce. They could all
Right.
just vote with Couture to get out Bruce.
Yeah.
next, or and then just go from there. But truthfully, like if they do this all girl alliance, eesh, Drew and Austin, you better watch out because you guys are a little too strong, and it
Mm-hmm.
would make sense for you guys for them to get you guys out. And it'll be a good move for them. So looking at your top three, you're gonna have to change someone. Cause
Yeah,
Kaleb went home, so I'm assuming you want to remove him.
I do.
Who would you like to replace Kaleb? Jake?
No.
Why you think I'm just gonna say that I like my top three, but I'm gonna change my honorable mention from Kendra to Kelly.
Oh. Now you on the Kelly train.
Mm-hmm.
The Kelly train. Okay. Kelly is gonna stay on my
But
top three.
D's still my winner pick
Um, I'll add D.
instead of Kaleb.
Yeah.
And then I heard you wanted to replace Couture. Did I hear that correctly?
I was going to, but I am gonna keep Couture there.
Okay, so KKD. And then your
Yeah.
honorable mention is Jake. Do you still want to keep that?
Yeah.
Okay. So my top three are D, Emily, Austin, but honorable mention Kelly. And your top three are Kelly, Couture, D, honorable mention Jake.
Yeah.
We'll see how it shakes out within the next few weeks. But my winner prediction is still D. And your winner prediction was Drew.
We'll see. Um, I just wanted to have 5 people on there.
Yeah,
Um,
I see. I see you're a fucking cheater.
but I might
Not just
change it.
gonna have half of the house, half of the jungle on your list.
I'm gonna keep Drew because I feel like the first group, none of them.
Even thought about Drew. I was like,
Yeah,
I would have thought that they would have tried to get him out.
right. But it was against Bruce and
And Drew has that power safety without power advantage.
oh,
Austin has the idol and the Kelly, and yeah, I feel like they're good if they
Amber.
can use it right. So that's that. That's all the time we have today, folks.
Mhm.
We're gonna shift over to Survivor starting next week, so look out for our Survivor episode next Friday or
Yes.
next Thursday or one of those days.
Yeah, we'll
Eventually.
have it.
All right. Kima Cho.
Oh my God. Or Kimochi.